All right, in the world of fancy travel cards, things are getting shaken up, big time. We're talking about the two heavyweights, the Chase Sapphire Reserve and the American Express Platinum. Both just got huge updates, and spoiler alert, they also got huge new annual fees. So the question isn't just which card is better, it's now, is either one of them actually worth that wallet-crushing price tag?
You know that feeling, right? You're paying a ton for a premium service, and you end up in customer service purgatory. This one comment from Reddit just nails it. It perfectly captures the frustration and, really, the stakes. When you're paying this much money, you expect a whole lot more than just a piece of metal in your wallet. You expect things to just work.
So here we go. In one corner, we have the refreshed Chase Sapphire Reserve, and in the other, the updated American Express Platinum. They're both now jammed with new perks, new credits, and, yep, those new, much higher annual fees. This decision has never been tougher. Okay, let's dive into this.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. Think of it like a head-to-head title fight. First, we're going to stare down those staggering annual fees. Then, we'll get into the whole VIP experience. You know, what it's actually like to use these things. After that, it's all about the points game, because that's where the strategy comes in. And at the end, we'll deliver the final verdict to help you figure out which card, if any, is right for you.
Let's get right to it. No messing around. Round one is all about the money. How much are these cards going to set you back? And how on earth do the banks try to justify these prices?
First up, the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Get ready for it. The annual fee just leaped from $550 all the way up to $795. That is a serious jump, and it puts this card in a whole new league of expensive.
But wait, there's more. American Express saw Chase's $795 and said, hold my beer. The new annual fee for the Amex Platinum is a jaw-dropping $895. That makes it one of the absolute most expensive cards out there for the average person.
So, how do they justify these insane fees? Well, they've both gone all in on what a lot of people call the coupon book approach. Just look at this list of credits. They load the cards up with statement credits for all sorts of things. You can see Chase gives you money back with partners like DoorDash and Lyft. Amex focuses on places like Uber and Saks Fifth Avenue. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. These credits are only valuable if you're already spending money with these exact companies.
Okay, so once you get past the sticker shock and try to make sense of the coupon book, what's the actual day-to-day experience like? Round two is all about that VIP feeling. Does the service actually live up to the sky-high price?
Let's talk customer service, because this is where a huge difference starts to show. You see a lot of feedback from users about frustrating experiences with Chase, like this person here, getting bounced around between 5 different people just for a simple question. It's a pattern you see online, that the service doesn't always feel, well, premium.
And then you have this. Talk about a night and day difference. This is a story about Amex. A user misses a flight, has to shell out a crazy amount of money for last-minute tickets, and Amex not only covers the whole thing but throws in extra travel credit just for the trouble. This is the kind of legendary service that people talk about, and it's a huge selling point.
That VIP experience really kicks in at the airport. Now, both cards get you into Priority Pass lounges, which is great, but Amex really pulls away here with its own global lounge collection. This is the big one. It gets you into their exclusive and, frankly, awesome Centurion Lounges, plus Delta Sky Clubs when you're flying Delta. Chase is trying to catch up with its own Sapphire Lounges, and they do have a simpler guest policy, which is a nice little plus.
Now for hotels, it really just comes down to where you like to stay. The Amex Platinum automatically makes you a gold member at both Hilton and Marriott, which gets you perks at a massive amount of hotels. The Sapphire Reserve gives you Platinum Elite status at IHG hotels, so think brands like Intercontinental or Kimpton.
And Amex has one more ace up its sleeve for the airport. Both cards will pay for your TSA PreCheck or Global Entry application, but the Platinum card also completely covers the cost of a Clear Plus membership. That's the service that uses your eyes or fingerprints to let you cut to the front of the security line. At a busy airport, it's an absolute game changer.
All right, it's time for our final round, the points game. This is the heart of it for a lot of people. It's all about strategy, how you rack up the most points on your spending, and then how you use them to get the most bang for your buck.
So how you earn points is totally different between these two. The Amex Platinum is like a sniper rifle. It's laser-focused on earning a massive 5 points per dollar on flights and prepaid hotels. But on almost everything else, a measly 1 point per dollar. The Sapphire Reserve, on the other hand, is more of a shotgun. It's a great all-rounder.
It gets a very strong 4x on flights and hotels, but the killer feature is it also earns 3x on all dining everywhere in the world. That makes it way better for your day-to-day spending on restaurants and takeout.
Earning points is only half the story. Redeeming them is what really matters. Both have great airline and hotel partners you can transfer your points to. But this is where loyalties are made. Chase has exclusive partners like World of Hyatt and United Airlines. Seriously, for a lot of people, being able to transfer points to Hyatt is the single biggest reason they stick with Chase. Amex, on the other hand, is your only gateway to transfer points to Delta SkyMiles.
Now Chase just threw a new curveball into the mix. They used to have a simple rule. Your points were worth 1.5 cents each when you book travel through their website. That's being phased out. Now they have something called Points Boost, which gives you a value of up to 2 cents per point on select bookings. So what does that mean? It means you could get amazing value, but it's no longer a sure thing on every single booking.
So after all that, who's the winner? The honest truth, there isn't one. There's no single best card for everyone. The right card for you depends completely on how you live, how you spend, and what you care about most when you travel.
So let's recap the scorecard. The Amex Platinum absolutely wins on the premium airport experience. The lounge access is just in another league. The customer service stories are legendary, and you get that valuable hotel status. But the Chase Sapphire Reserve wins on practicality. It's a much better card for earning points on everyday spending, like dining. Its main travel credit is way more flexible, and for a huge number of travelers, that Hyatt partnership is the ultimate trump card.
So which one sounds more like you? The perfect Amex Platinum user is someone who practically lives in airports and nice hotels. They can actually use those very specific coupon book credits, and they're willing to pay top dollar for the best service and comfort. The perfect Chase Sapphire Reserve user is probably a foodie who also travels a lot. They want a simple, use-it-anywhere travel credit, and they're looking to earn a ton of points from a broader range of spending, especially if they love staying at Hyatt hotels.
In the end, both of these cards have become these really complex machines. And as their annual fees creep closer and closer to $1,000, you have to ask yourself a pretty big question. Are we really getting more value, a truly better experience? Or are we just paying more for a fancier, more complicated coupon book? The answer, I guess, is up to you and your wallet.